What's going on, everybody? Anushka Sheffy here from dropshipsniper.com, and in this video I have something special for you. What we're going to be talking about is how to start your business on Amazon.com if you're selling internationally. Okay, I keep getting this question over and over, and I wanted to cover it once and for all to help you international sellers get started selling on Amazon.com. All right, and if you stick around to the end of the video, I'm going to teach you the one trick that has helped me save thousands upon thousands of dollars and how it can help you save thousands of dollars with your Amazon business as well. All right, so stick around to the end and we'll get right to it. All right, let's get this. All right, guys, so here we are, and the biggest question that I get all the time is, can I sell on Amazon.com if I'm international, if I'm outside of the US, if I'm in Canada, New Zealand, Australia, Puerto Rico, Kenya? Can I sell? And the answer to that question is a very simple search on Google. All right, so I typed in countries allowed to sell on Amazon, and this first one that pops up here, countries accepted for seller registration. We're going to click right on that, guys. This is the first thing we're going to cover in this video. I have a whole ton of stuff to help you through this process as an international seller. All right, guys, so let's get right into this. Countries accepted for seller registration. You can type in the same thing I just typed in, whatever the heck it was. Countries allowed to sell on Amazon. Click that link, it'll take you right here. Here are all the countries that are allowed to sell on Amazon, all right? And there are some special things that we're gonna talk about you may have to do with your account in order to start selling on Amazon.com. Okay, if you want to sell internationally, you can sell on, let's say you're in Mexico, you can sell on .mx. That's fine. But to leverage the full power of Amazon, I always tell my students I want to get you on the US platform. This is where hundreds of millions of dollars are being sold every single day. Okay, and it is by far the most powerful Amazon platform of all. Okay, you can go on .ca, you're not going to get as many sales. You can go on any other platform but .com, you're not going to get as many sales. So you're missing out on this, on these massive amounts of sales if you're not selling on .com. It's very simple to do, and you can sell if you're in these countries. So what you want to do is come here to this page, search for your country. I just do Control F or Command F if you're on a Mac, and search the page. So if you want to say, hey, I'm in Switzerland, boom, and it pops up. Here you go. You can search and see very quickly what countries are accepted, okay? And as mentioned, there may be some specific requirements, and so here it is right here. To be eligible to sell on Amazon, you need to be a resident in one or more of the following countries, have a valid phone number, and have an internationally chargeable credit card. Okay, so these are the first requirements. Now, some people are going to get caught on that internationally chargeable credit card. Don't worry, I can help you with that, and that's what we're going to talk about right now. Okay, so these are the countries that are accepted. If you are one of these countries, good job. Let's get to the next process. How can you get paid out? Okay, depending on where you're from, again, you can either get paid out directly to your bank account. That's what I do in the US. I have a student in Canada. That's what he does. So you can do that in some specific countries. In other countries, you may need to link up with a site called Payoneer, a service called Payoneer. Okay, and this is directly coming from Amazon's site again. I just typed in Amazon seller and Payoneer, and this is directly on their site using Payoneer with Amazon. Okay, Payoneer is a regulated money service, blah, blah, blah. Payoneer is working with Amazon to make local currency disbursements, okay, in your country. So if you're one of these countries, you may need to link up with Payoneer in order to get paid out. Okay, Amazon's going to pay you every single 2 weeks, and you need to set up some way of getting paid, either your bank or through Payoneer. These are the two most common services that you can do to get paid out. All right, so if you're one of these countries, again, head over to Payoneer, very simple to do. It's a free account. The fees are extremely minimal and a very cool service. On top of that, some people are gonna say, okay, well, now how can that's fine. I have now set up my account on Amazon.com. I'm selling as just a sole proprietor. I'm selling as myself. I didn't set up any business, okay? I'm now getting paid out either through my bank or Payoneer, but how can I now purchase products from these suppliers if I'm an international seller, right? I wanna sell on .com, so that means I need to link up with these US-based suppliers. How can I do that? All right, so obviously there's gonna be 3 methods of payment that you can use. Not so obvious, but there's 3 methods of payment that you can use, okay? First of all is the credit card. As they mentioned right here on their site, an internationally chargeable credit card. You can use that on your supplier's website when you make purchases of the products for your customers, okay? That's one method. Method number 2 is a Payoneer prepaid card. Okay, and so this is directly from one of my top students who's now doing over 6 figures a month with his Amazon dropshipping business. His name is Lee. He's in our Dropship Sniper Mastermind group. If you're not in there, you should definitely go in there. There's a ton of golden nuggets just like this one right here. Absolutely free to join, and so many 6-figure earners in there helping each other grow just like this right here. Okay, so come join us, be a part of our awesome group. Also, if you like this content, guys, I would really appreciate if you just subscribe to the channel if you like it that much. If you just kind of like it, go ahead and hit the like button. Leave me some comments if you have any questions so far. We still have some great content to cover, so let's get moving. So Mark asked in our Dropship Sniper group right here, great little video, Anush, but how do I register for suppliers in the US without a US address? Okay, how does this work? And so my buddy here, Lee, 6-figure Amazon.com seller, one of my students mentions here, Mark, you need to get a Payoneer prepaid card, all right? Then get an AmForward address, okay? AmForward is a free service that you can get a US-based address specific to yourself, all right? That's going to be free. And then once they deliver your card to your UK address, change the address to your US one. Very simple, guys, okay? So this is just another way, guys, that you can make this happen as an international seller purchasing products on US-based suppliers, okay? If you don't have the credit card, use a Payoneer prepaid card, okay? The next thing that we're going to talk about here is gift cards. If you don't have those other two options, check around for gift card services, okay? There are places where you can purchase gift cards and use the gift cards to make purchases at your supplier, okay? So this is like the last and final option. I highly suggest looking into the Payoneer method, which my top students are using, as you can see here. If not, a credit card with some cash back, okay? This is a huge tip I have for you guys. And if you can get a credit card with cash back, it may be difficult as an international seller. It may be even impossible. Maybe you can get a card with miles though, okay? I have a student who's international who is able to get a credit card that has miles. So every time he purchases from a supplier, let's say he makes a purchase from Walmart, he's gonna get some points back or miles back so that he can go and fly around the world for free. Okay, so super cool way to travel the world on your business miles. And I highly suggest that if it's at all possible. If not, hey, just get any method up and get this business rolling, okay? You can always worry about the detail stuff down the road. And that's what this is a great segue into what we're gonna talk about now, guys. A lot of people ask me, do I need to set up an LLC? Do I need to set up a corporation? Can I just run it as my own self if I'm an international seller, as a sole proprietor? Starting, first step, I always say path of least resistance, keep it simple, and run it through your own self. Run it through a sole proprietorship, and this is a very simple method. You can get started, as we talked about. Here's all the sites or the countries that you can get accepted very quickly and easily. Within 15-20 minutes, you can have your account up. You don't have to worry about an LLC or any of that stuff. Now, this is where things can get a little bit tricky, guys, so pay attention. And I highly suggest that if you're going to be selling on the US platform as an international seller, that you seek out the advice of a professional tax advisor, a CPA in your local area, because everything is going to be different depending on where you are around the world, what country you're in, and other variables, okay? So definitely speak to a professional advisor, but I'm gonna give you some tips here. I found bobsledmarketing.com, pretty interesting name, and if you scroll down the page here, you're gonna see some taxpayer status information, okay? About Amazon. So all professional sellers and those with over 50 transactions in a calendar year must submit their tax information to Amazon. So that's very simple. But when you're setting up your account, they're going to ask you to go through this taxpayer wizard. It's actually called a tax interview, as you see right here. They're going to ask you for some information, and it says here, foreign sellers still need to complete the tax interview, and it's likely that the form which is generated for you is a W-9 BEN form, which means you'll be exempt from US tax reporting requirements. And as I mentioned previously, this is dependent on your specific country, right? Because the US has tax treaties set up for like almost every country in the world, right? You can type in US tax treaty to see what the heck this is all about. But basically, it's saying that you're not going to have to pay double taxes. If you're selling in the United States, then you may or may not need to pay taxes in the United States as an international seller. So you can read that right here. This is from the official IRS.gov website, and it says the United States has tax treaties with a number of foreign countries. Under these treaties, residents of foreign countries are taxed at a reduced rate or are exempt from US taxes, okay? So what that means is You need to speak to a professional to find out if you need to pay taxes or if you're going to be completely exempt because of that form, the W-9 BEN form that is mentioned right here, okay? So this is again why I say speak to somebody that knows, in your case, international tax laws, right? So in your local area as well as the US. And while it may be expensive, I'll tell you right now, your CPA or your accountant to run your business is going to be the best investment you ever made. They will save you tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. And it will be very much worth it in the end. Okay, so definitely invest in a CPA. That's my golden tip for you guys on this video. Like I said, I just did my taxes just recently, and I saved so much money by having a CPA by my side. If I'd done this by myself, first of all, I would have, my head would have exploded, and I would have lost myself a lot of money. Okay, so CPAs know the little tips and tricks that keep the money in your pocket. It's not about how much money you make; it's about how much money you keep. Right? So these guys that's what they're all about. You keeping your money. So get a good CPA on your side. Okay. Now, a lot of people ask me, okay, that's fine. I understand the tax side. I'll get a professional. But what if I want to set up an LLC or a corporation in the US, right? I have my sole proprietorship. I'm selling on Amazon. Everything's going well, but I'm doing big numbers now and I would like to expand. Perhaps you want to get into my Done For You program where my team will build your business for you. That is one of the requirements. I want you to have a LLC or a business established in the United States because we're going to be doing massive numbers, like over $100,000, $200,000 a month in sales. And in this way, we want to be a legitimate established business. Okay. So that's one of the requirements I have for my Done For You program. So the question is, how can international sellers set up an LLC inside of the United States or set up a business within the United States? Is it even possible? Okay. And I have this website pulled up here for you guys, usa-corporate.com. And as you can see, it says right here at the top of their page, 30 years of customer satisfaction. So they've been doing this for 30 years. And it says right at the top, can a foreign national start a business in the US without being a resident? Yes, you can. Not to mention, I have many of my top students are international students doing now over 6 figures every single month. So I know that you can set up your own established LLC within the States. But there are going to be some hurdles that you need to overcome. Now, you can do it all yourself. You can come to a service like this who will consult with you. It's a free consultation and they will set up your entire US entity for you. Okay. And there's other systems like LegalZoom and companies that will help you as well. But this is how you can make it happen. You can figure it out yourself, or you can hop on a service like usacorporate.com to get your business started. Now, I may in the future, because I have a lot of people interested in my Done For You service that are international sellers, I may be creating a Done For You service where I will create or my team will create your business entity for you in the United States. So that is something that we're working on, but currently the best option that you have is to link up with a service, get a professional on your side and working for you to create this business entity, all right? And you can start at usacorporate.com, usa-corporate.com. And yeah, I hope that helps you guys. If you enjoyed this content, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. Of course, like the video. And if you have any comments, just let me know in the chat. I would love to help you along with your Amazon dropshipping business. So just let me know down below. And yeah, I hope you appreciate this, and I'll see you on the next one. Have a good day.